watch my language.
Good evening. My name is David. I'm with Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is January 11th, 2020, and I'm about to perform a video inspection of the main line of 4415 North Atlantic Drive here in Spokane, Washington. Called out this evening for a mainline blockage. The customer's lived here since 1994, 26 years, and not had a blockage. So right there we're winning. Tells us a lot. We're looking at the Spokane City Sewer right here. It runs down the alley, and you'll always be able to tell where the bottom of the pipe is by where my camera light is and by where the little residual bits of water are. We're pulling in the concrete pipe, and so the most problematic areas for concrete are the joints. Over time, the ground settles, you know, and it tends to, the pipe shifts and creates offsets and separations which allow roots to kind of grow through. We were able to knock them out completely. I want to make note of this. So we have about 12.5 feet of concrete, and then we transitioned to Orangeburg. I believe that's the transition where the problem was at, and we were able to remove the roots completely. Now as we pull back, you're going to see the irregularities in the pipe. You're going to see the big kind of bumps, and those are what we call blisters in Orangeburg. Orangeburg is the technical term for it is bituminous fiber, and essentially it's just kind of layers of tar paper, and over time, anyone knows, you run water over something that's layered over time and it will eventually blister up. There's a good shot of a blister there, and some more blistering. So we just have some blistering. There's a bit larger of a blister. Yeah, but essentially over time this stuff kind of just deteriorates, and you know, it has 3 life expectancies. It blisters, it ovalizes, and then it eventually collapses. We pull into some water there, which is never good. Standing water in our main line is kind of like quicksand. We flush the toilet, and any solids will kind of slow down at that, you know, water. So that's something to be concerned about. Yeah, we have a pretty consistent bit of blistering throughout the pipe. We're going to give you a foot count of the Orangeburg once we make it to the cast iron here. Should be shortly. Just passing 55 feet now from the city sewer coming back. There's a root kind of hanging on there, and that's right at the cast iron to Orangeburg transition. So we'll call it 60 feet from the city to the cast iron, and you minus 12.5 feet. That's going to be 47.5 feet roughly of Orangeburg. We'll call it 47 feet of Orangeburg. We got a little bit of root hanging on right there. I'm going to go back in with my bigger blade and see if I can't knock that out real quick. And here's the cleanout we're working from. It's right next to the floor drains. Again, my name is David. I'm with Bulldog Rooter. Today's date is January 11th, 2020, and that's going to conclude your video inspection. Thank you very much for choosing Bulldog Rooter.